Good morning, everybody, or afternoon, night. I work graveyard, so this is my morning. In this blog, we are supposed to talk about our experiences in public speaking and with this class. I can tell you right now, public speaking, I suck at it. Even right now, with trying to talk to the camera, I am nervous, jittery, not my bouncy, bubbly self I am 90% of the time. I would say people who usually meet me think I wouldn't have a problem with speaking in front of people at all, even to groups of people. They're quite surprised to find out that I can't do it. Get called liar a lot. I can put on a pretty good show. I would have to say probably about third grade is when I started feeling this way. I didn't want to raise my hand anymore. I don't care if I need a question or not. I didn't want people looking at me. In high school, we had to get up in front of the class, do our speeches. I did one, and then I started skipping school. After that, I ended up quitting probably about within a month. I do regret that. I don't know if it would have helped or at all if I would have just stayed. Probably about a year ago, I was asked at one of my jobs to get up in front of a classroom, basically training. I've been doing training all my life for people. Very good at it, very patient. I can rearrange something for anybody. Even if you won't understand, I can rearrange it again. 2-year-old can understand some of the stuff. I had to teach a lady how to turn on a computer, so that's how far back I'll go to get somebody trained. But the difference between sitting and standing beside somebody versus their eyes right on me is huge. I did write down this whole spiel, which is not going obviously anywhere close to it, but I'm glad I did. I have figured out basically I think what my issues are. I have lack of self-confidence, huge lack of self-confidence. Fear of failure. Figure, if I don't do it, I can't fail at it. And fear of being judged. I don't want people looking at me. I don't want them judging me. I don't think it's right. Also, with sitting in front of this camera, I have a hard time talking about me. I don't talk about myself. Kind of like it's in the bag speech. I don't talk about myself. I know when I get to know people and I can talk about anybody, there's a difference between that level of personal. I'm able to talk to them one-on-one about the work, and then I'm also can talk to them about personal experience. More of a friendly atmosphere. Like doing the in the bag speech, I should have had no problem with that. I mean, I talked in front of my children, my mother. Obviously, I know them on a personal level, but then it's back to me talking about myself. Something I don't do. I know this class has brought a lot of things to my attention, and I guess the biggest start would be figuring out what my issue is. At least now I can start somewhere. I want to be a teacher, but still have no idea how I'm going to do that one and stand in front of a whole bunch of children year after year. My boyfriend says it will get better. His mother is the speech, drama, and theater teacher at the high school. My oldest child had her last year. My daughter has her this year, and my littlest one will have her next year. But I hope they don't and aren't like I am at all. I know that my boyfriend has told me if I needed help with speech, I can go talk to his mom. But I told him no thank you. I'm not comfortable with that. I don't want her to see me that way. The bouncy bubbly me, yes. The one who can't speak in front of people, could not pass her class if I had to. I don't want her to see that. I said, going back to high school, would it help? Would it have helped? Would it have hurt? Would it have... I guess it couldn't have hurt. I know I need to get up and speak more often, not this every once in a blue moon thing. I need to prepare. I can write it, I just can't say it. I know at one of my jobs, it was about last year, I know my job as well. I do very good at them. I was asked by my manager if I would go train. She neglected to tell me at the time. It was in a classroom and there was about 20 pair of eyes staring at me. But being as determined as I was and not wanting to show failure, I got in there. I passed out all the information. I took deep breaths, thought I was going to puke. Got through it. Spent about 8 hours that day in the classroom teaching. So that aspect I liked. I just wish that fear would have gone away. I guess maybe in time. I don't know where to start with trying to get over that fear, except for to do it every day, prepare. In this class, I know I did not have as much time per topic. We had, a week, and sometimes less for me, to prepare, to practice. I could have probably done much better so that I can put on one hell of a show when I have to. One where you definitely would not have a clue that I had an issue whatsoever with speaking in front of people. And said even right now, I'm trying to make sure I breathe. I still want to puke, and I'm fidgeting like crazy. Standing up in front of people, this wouldn't work very well, but you can't see what I'm doing with my hands. You can probably definitely see I'm wiggly. I know also with speeches, if I were to be able to put my personality into it, it would make a huge difference. But when you're reading it or on a topic that doesn't require humor, like if you want to do a eulogy, you obviously don't really want to giggle through the whole thing, but that's how I deal with stress, and I don't think that would look appropriate. I became Reverend probably about a few years back so I could perform ceremonies. But yeah, then again, I am back to, I can't stand in front of people, I can't have people looking at me. But it is something that I find that would be wonderful. Be able to perform weddings for whoever wants to, whenever. They don't have to have a certain religion to go to a certain church. They don't have to, if you love each other, you get married. I mean, but I have not been able to do that. I can write them out very well. I can talk to one person one-on-one of this is what I would say, but I cannot get up in front of them and talk. This is a fear that I wish would just go away so bad. I want to do that. I want to be a teacher. I guess I have a few years left to figure it out, work it out, try it out, get some experience, get some confidence. I know with the boyfriend I have right now and his mother, and the fact that my mother knows now how bad I am at speaking in front of people, I know I could get some help with that, but only time will tell. I have enjoyed the class, minus the speaking. Well, speaking in front of people. No, speaking in front of this camera too, I hate it. I don't even allow pictures of myself. That's how bad I am. I don't want people looking at me. I would have to say, if I get to be a teacher, and I'm not sure which grade I'd like to start with, but no matter what grade I want to do, I would have to say that if there is any chance of having to speak in front of people, I would do things different. Even if it's an online class, I would start different. I know it would have made me probably a little more comfortable, something I really couldn't do obviously online, but there has to be some way. But in a classroom setting, I know it would have helped me. I know questions that the teachers could have asked professors in the college right from the beginning to have helped me, maybe helped others. And I know that if I get a chance to be a teacher, I will start with those ideas. I do have to thank you for listening to me, putting up with my babble, my fidgeting, my not so giggly personality. Definitely night and day right now with me. I'm usually able to bounce off the walls, giggle, laugh, babble nonstop, talk about nonsense, but trying to stay somewhat on a topic. It's not working very well. But I would like to thank everybody for listening. I can imagine I'm not the only one who feels this way. Hopefully you get better also. I hope that I do. And good luck with classes and the rest of your semester. Bye.